Hey Rangers, today we're going to be looking at Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel Episode 2, Moment of Truth. It was okay. That's not the entire review. It was fine. Let's begin with the episode. So we open up with our good friends, the most reliable people, the most easy to get to know people. It's not really, it's actually Victor and Monty. And I've got to admit, this time, with Victor, Monty just looks like he doesn't want anything to do with Victor at all. But Victor has decided that what's he going to do? He's going to buy some new shades, and it's taking a while. And I think I can speak for most of the fandom. When they turn around and the woman goes like, just take your time, is how we all feel when we see Monty and Victor. We're bored of them. Oh, Victor! Oh, you look so good in your shades. I think is, oh, Victor! Victor! I like doing his voice, it's so fun. Monty is not really bothered about what the shades look like. And for some strange reason, they choose one with this guy with his holding up the dumbbell, which is actually sunglasses, which I think is kind of a unique design. I can see them becoming a legacy item. Victor's legacy shades. When she says, the cash assistant turns around and goes, yeah, that's $20. He just drops, and I've got to admit, while working out, if they're all ones, he must have dropped at least $100, or if they're more money, he just basically dropped a load of money in a bin. With this, as Victor and Monty suddenly stumble away because Victor's shades are too dark for him, you kind of think, as soon as they're that dark, and you can see around, like if you wear glasses, or if you wear shades, you can see the light around you, you just take them off and go, oh, I don't need them, but apparently that's the premise for it. We spent way too long talking about it. So you've got Calvin and Preston, they're kind of talking about what sort of plans they want, and they all meet up with the others. And Haley is like, hey, I got you a present. And Calvin's like, oh, okay. And it's a number plate, which says Nitro on it, and Calvin's like, whoa, what's this for? This is awesome. And then we find out that it's Haley and Calvin's actually anniversary, and Calvin has completely forgotten. We're also introduced to a monster whose name is Deceptron, and his ability is that he takes the lies of what people tell. He's able to kind of absorb that energy or the lie, and then kind of shoot bolts from his kind of belt, which every single time he fires it, it looks like he's just thrusting out like you would do. Just like, bam! There we go, Rangers. I've got a belt in your Ninja Stars. Which is what it is. He puts bolts into the Ninja Stars, which stops Haley from morphing. And she's like, no, stop it. Don't do that. Which you kind of think, just do to all of them really quickly. I know you do it later on in the episodes to the other Rangers, but that would be a perfect way of just shooting them going, you can't morph, and now I'm going to take them from you, and you can't defeat me because I'm stronger than whatever the previous monsters are. Deceptron knows he can get more lies from the Yellow Ranger, because obviously of the anniversary date, etc, etc, so he decides that he's going to follow him. But you don't really see it so much, he just kind of hides away later on in the episode. The Rangers all go back to their main base, and Mick has a look at the power stars and says, yeah, this bolt is here, unfortunately it's stuck, you can't morph, the others can, etc, etc. And this is when, Calvin turns around to Preston and goes like, oh, I've got to go get a present, I've got to go do things, and pretty much decides that he's going to go off, take Preston with him. And then this is when Brody and Levi turn around and say, oh, you guys look, you keep working, we're going to go with him, etc, etc. And then they decide to go off into town, and Calvin doesn't know what to get kind of like Haley whatsoever. And this is when Brody and Levi are like, oh, you've already got a present, blah, blah, blah. And Calvin says, yeah, I kinda got her a car. Which is kind of perfect, and again, it's a lie, and this kind of fills up the energy for Deceptron, and yes, he decides to attack, but the Rangers, rather than doing the normal morph, because they know that Deceptron's going to fire a bolt straight at them, the Rangers decide that they're going to do a quick morph, and you kind of think that you would do more of these rather than, it's morphing time, and then do the morph. You kind of think that would be the way forward. But no, it's not. As the Rangers are battling Decepticon, they actually ask Sarah to come and join them. It's like, hey, we need your help. Is it possible that you can come? And she's like, yeah, no problem. I'm going to call the bike. So she throws the Ninja Star to summon the bike, which takes a while. And then she does a quick morph. But you think that she'd be able to do a normal morph? Because Deceptron's nowhere near. At this point, Deceptron fires Bolt to actually go through Preston and Levi's power stars, which then stop them from morphing. But I think they demorphed at this point, which is kind of really, really weird, because you think that if you're able to do it to those two, you do it to the others straight away to stop them from morphing or to demorph them and then take the stars. you think there's all these things that they could do with the show. At this point, Deceptron runs away because he's seen Sarah. He's been hit by the bolts that have like hit him, and he's like, yep, I'm out for now. You know, I need to recharge this. And then everyone goes back to the base. They kind of figure out, hey, guess what? If Kelvin doesn't lie and tells the truth to Haley and say, hey, look, you know, I forgot your anniversary. I'm really sorry. You know, I didn't get you a present. And Haley's like, yeah, okay, you lied, but, you know, I forgive you. You're okay. You know, you told me the truth, and that's what relationships are based on, is truth. Kelvin says that he won't lie again, etc., etc. And then the bolts just disappear, and they fall out of the Ninja Stars, and they're all able to morph again. Now, we're back to Monty and Victor again. We're back with everyone's favorite. They're the besties. They're the coolest people in Ninja Steel. Oh, you love them all. And they're walking around the park. They're walking about. I'm going to get so much hate in the comments. They're walking about. Again, it feels like Victor could take off his shades, but he doesn't because he wants to be really cool and what people look at him. And I just generally think that out of all the people in the area aren't going to care about your shades. So this is when Victor is walking about. He sits on a bench that's got wet paint. You know, he's walked previously through cement and he just doesn't care. And everyone is kind of laughing at him and he's thinking, yes, all the girls are just liking me. And Monty's like, oh no, Victor, no, I don't think so. The monster turns up because he's absorbed Monty's lie and he's got more power. He's like, yes, finally I get to have all this power. And I'm like, oh God. The Rangers turn up, they morph, they fight. We get a bit more of a fight, which is interesting. Brody uses the lion star to actually turn into the red fire lion. I think that's what it's called. He actually morphs as like he's hitting a beam, which again, Deceptron's like, I'm thrusting it to you, Ranger. You know, Kelvin then jumps in with a kind of water attack, then reflects it, freezes like Deceptron for a short amount of time, and they use a kind of final attack on him, which then he gets the gigantified, that's the word I'm looking for. The Rangers then suddenly get new power stars, but they're for the same Zords. They're kind of like the upgrade stars, which you kind of think at the very beginning is like, oh, we got all our stars back. You kind of think, why do you need new power stars for your Zords? The Rangers then jump into the Megazords and they summon all three. So we've got the Bull Rider Zord, then we've got the Lion Fortress Megazord, and then obviously we've got the normal Megazord. As soon as they get into the actual cockpit, they find out they have new Ninja Stars waiting for them and give them a complete upgrade. Now, I really like the design on Levi and Kelvin the most. Kelvin has like kind of tiger little like things, and I kind of really like that, which reminded me very similar to the saber-toothed tiger. So I kind of really like Kelvin's design more than the others. We get a bit of a fight. The Rangers obviously make a new Megazord, which is the Ninja Steel Ultra Zord, which again looks kind of really cool. And even when Brody was fighting in his Megazord, rather than him in a cockpit, he was just sitting inside. That's the mouth of the lion, which I kind of thought that he would be inside it, but it's kind of ballsy. I kind of like it. I did notice this, and I can't figure out why. They played two sets of music. They played the Dino Charge music, you know, the theme tune, the instrumental, and then they played the Samurai stroke Megaforce music. Then added on more Dino Charge music. So it was kind of really weird to hear that, because I didn't associate that with Ninja Steel, or Super Ninja Steel. I associated that with Samurai, Megaforce, and then Dino Charge. So I don't know why they put that in. I thought they would have put their own kind of Ninja Steel music in there rather than previous ones. So I don't know why they did that. Now we come to the end. Deceptron has been destroyed, and now we have Kelvin and Haley that are getting a pizza. A pineapple and I think mushroom pizza. Oh, pineapple doesn't go on pizza. This is one thing that kind of like confused me, because they met at school 2 years ago. They had a date at the high school and they got really crappy pizza, because not of what's on topping. It's like they order it and it's cooked within not even 3 minutes, just 2 minutes. Boom, because they've got to then to sort out Victor and Monty, and Victor's like, oh, my shades, takes it off, he's been sunburnt, he's got paint, it's just really weird. But this is when Kelvin says, I'm not going to lie, your shades look poo. They look really bad, Victor. And he's like, but Monty turned around and said that he liked them, and he said that I look cool. And Monty's like, oh, sorry, Victor. And that's pretty much it. Okay. This was a meh episode. It wasn't as good as the first, but it's better than what we've had previous season in my eyes. But yeah, just to me, this was completely different. I kind of think that, you know, it was trying to show stuff like don't lie. You know, if you can't remember, tell someone. If they get mad, then just apologize. Again, you could take out the Victor and Monty parts and they would not have a main thing. You know, it's these little things that would work a lot better. I think it would be really nice if they put Kelvin and Haley into like a restaurant or in something that is quite nice. You know, something else other than school, because it feels like everything revolves around that school. I don't really like it, but you kind of think, the monster was fine, again, made some dirty jokes, and did his kind of thrust of his bolt attack. But yeah, it was an okay episode, something that I probably wouldn't watch again, but obviously I've seen the episode. It was just a meh episode. I'm hoping it picks up in the next episode. We've already seen a preview. Meh. So Rangers, what do you think about the episode? Did you like it? Did you not? Did you like all the points that are happening in there? Do you still want Victor and Monty to be kind of cast out? Let me know down below in the comments. So if you've liked this video, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the other videos I've done on the channel. If you want to help the channel out on Patreon, links in the description down below. And as always, Rangers, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.